Well, we're working on this 960 field cultivator today. Putting some new bolts in the shanks down in there. Try to tighten them up a little bit. There's the ones that have the extenders. This has a piece that extends, makes the shank a little bit longer. That one doesn't have one on. These go behind the tires of the tractor, just to try to take out them tracks a little bit better. But since obviously them get a little more use or a little more tension put on them. Here's the bushings. On these, there's a split bushing that goes into the shank there, and then it has these other bushings that go inside of there, inside of that, and then your bolt goes in that. So, but this one, the outer one, obviously wore, and I guess that main bushing, that stuff's pretty hard, but there is a little wear on it. But I basically put all new bolts in all these. This one has been replaced at one point. It looks pretty good, but I'd say probably at least 60% of them had some pretty good wear on the bolts. So something ridiculous. John Deere, for this bolt, it's a 1/2 inch bolt by 3 1/4 inches long, grade 8 bolt. They wanted $3.60 a piece for this bolt. Now this one is a 3 1/2 inch grade 8 bolt. You know, John Deere gets you on the 1/4 inch sizes, a special bolt. Well, it's just a grade 8 bolt. The only difference is there's about, I don't know, maybe one more thread up into this one, so you do lose just a tiny bit there, what that bushing will ride on. But I got these at the local farm store for 89 cents a piece, so it pays to shop around a little bit. So anyways, that's what I'm doing here, and they haven't come in yet, but I'm gonna put all new shovels on this thing. Some of them aren't bad, but one of them deals is just start off fresh and new and go from there, because been down that road too many times where you replace one or two here and then you never get done. So just gonna replace them and keep the good ones for spare ones, or ones for the extenders probably, because it's always them that wear out first. So, but that's what we're up to today. We're about half done here putting these shovels on. This is the first time I'm putting shovels on this field cultivator, but like my old one was a flat fold, so I couldn't do this before, but it's actually working out pretty good. Just hanging the shovels there and then just basically using the wing as a ladder, and don't have to crawl up underneath the dang thing like those, because that sucks, crawling on your hands and your knees. So that's the way I'm doing her anyways. Putting Ultra Wing, these are nickel 7-inch sweeps. Well, with the bolt-on ones, it's been quite a few years since I've had bolt-on shovels, but the ones like for this field cultivator have to have, I wish I had one with me, basically a clip that bolted on the bottom bolt, and that's what held on your knock-on sweep. It was the same sweep, but it was a quick knock-on or whatever, knock-off. And about half the time when I would go to knock them off anyways, I'd end up breaking that clip off, so then I'd have to take a bolt out anyways. It's just more of a hassle. And then Seemed like I'd always lose a couple here and there, turn too sharp or whatever with it in the ground. One would fall off or whatever, so gonna go back to the bolt-on ones for this time anyways. See if maybe I'll remember how bad it sucks, but that's what we're going with. Got her done. I guess just to recap on this thing, bolts and bushings have all been gone through. New shovels, put new tines on the leveler last year. I got one hose here that's leaking. She's kind of cracked out, so one hose there that needs to be replaced. Check the tires. The tires are getting a little cracked, but I've got a couple spare tires here for it if I have problems, so really not too worried about that, because like on my old one, I thought I'd be proactive and put all new tires on it, and the soft new rubber took in all the stubble and had way more problems after I put new tires on it than I ever did before with the old, look like dry rotted tires on it. So I'm gonna leave that alone. So and I do need to switch, since the 8630 was on there before. It had the old style hydraulic couplers, so I got everything to do it. I just need to switch it over. So yep, just that hose and switch them couplers, and this thing should be ready to go. So check another thing off the list. Thanks for watching.